Hello guys, good morning. So welcome back to Talk Less Interior and Exterior Designs. So a company that has to do with interior design and space solutions. So today this is going to be our first video of our uh, 30 straight contents. So which is going to focus on the interior designs, mindsets and businesses. So the reason for this content 30 content videos is that um my birthday is coming and I'm doing 30 for 30, so we have other programs as well, but yes, for this content video it is going to be 30 videos, so before on the 22 of June, so which will be the birthday. So now, so the topics is going to be ranging from interior designs topics to a proper mindset, then businesses, so how businesses operate, and so any topics that relate to with businesses. So today we are going to start from my origin, so which is the interior designs. So interior designs, the topics we are going to be treating today is all about uh, why beautiful places improves productivity. So beautiful places will improve productivities in many ways. Let me list those ways, so I will now explain. Because in most cases people do think that uh, if you want to be productive, so you just need motivation. So it is not only about motivation. What you need sometimes is a good environment. If you don't have a good environment, no matter how the motivation may be, motivation is just temporary, so it will just leave. So a good environment contribute to productivities. So in these manners, one, let's say environment affects human psychology, so I will come and explain later. Then good spaces reduce mental stress. Then lighting, so it plays a very good role. So when it comes to environment, and organization increase efficiency. So and lastly, beautiful spaces inspire better living. Now, let's start with environment affects human psychology. When we're talking about human psychology, is where we talk about the feelings, the behavior, the learning attitude. So, why in a particular environment? So, all this can be influenced. So, when you are in a good environment, it can help you to like learn easy, behave well, and feel good. So, when you are in a good environment, so now talking about good spaces reduce mental strength. So good spaces reduce mental health in many ways. So among those ways is, for example, now if you are in a good places and organized area, so a place with a good space planning, so it reduces your mental health. You can look at this place and see something good and nice, so you feel calm, you feel area, you feel organized. So that is how it's helps in that aspect. Then lighting plays a very important role. You see the lighting that you see, most of people overlook lighting, and it is not good like that. As an interior designer, you have to consider lighting as one of the major thing to like pay more attention on, both to the natural lighting and the artificial lighting. And when we are talking about artificial lighting, don't just focus on all this ash white lighting. So there are some cool lighting, warm lighting that you need. There are some. So there are task lighting. So lights like when you want to read, there are some calm lighting, and there are lights like you need something to be bright, so you can use those harsh lighting. We have ambient lighting. We have, so you have to use lighting correctly. So and use them in layers. The ceiling lighting, the wall, the lamp, and the floor lighting. So use them in layers and be organized about it. Then organization promote efficiency. So when a place is very well organized, then you can work effectively without any issue, without thinking about anything. So you will work conveniently on your own. So when a place is well organized compared to working in a scattered area. So this is another reason why a beautiful place can improve human productivity. And lastly, that we'll be discussing now is beautiful spaces inspire better living. So the just practical example I would say here is you going out, you going for outing. So when you go for outing, so what makes the memory feel more memorable is that you being in a good environment, because you know these places that we go, maybe restaurants, lunch, hotel, all these places, they spend money to do their interior and exterior design, so they are well designed places. So when you get there, you are going to have a very good memory. So and it promotes better living. So these are the reasons you have to like always spend more on your interior. So thank you. This is Talkless Interior and Exterior Designs. We meet next time.